Keep him or dump him. Denver Broncos edition. Um, this is my keep him or dump him. I know I'm early, but might as well make the fucking video. This is my keep him or dump him 2023 Denver Broncos free agency NFL edition. Should we keep him or dump him? I think there's a lot of dumps in this one. No fooling. All right, let's start off with long snapper Jacob Bobenmeyer. No, I don't know if they can get. He's only making this much. He's an RFA, so I guess keep him. Corliss Waitman. He's been going through a lot because he has to punt all the time because our offense doesn't do anything. Last game he scored 24 points and he didn't punt that much, but over like the load of this year, he's punted a lot. So and he hasn't been that bad, but I guess I would keep him. Lamar Jackson corner. He was solid against the Chiefs. Why not? I would keep him. As a practice squad guy, depth guy, you need those guys. Jonas Griffith, no. Linebacker needs an overhaul. Jonas Griffith, he had that good interception at the beginning of the year against the Niners. Other than that, he's slow, not really a good coverage guy. Asim Bassi, he stinks. PJ Locke, Dakota Allen, I don't know who he is. Brett Rippon. They need a better backup. I know Brett had that win against the Cardinals, but at the same time, who cares? He's no one that can challenge Russell Wilson at this point. We need someone who can challenge Russell Wilson like Baker Mayfield or, someone that can fucking motivate Russell Wilson or challenge him or beat him out for a job. So, I don't see Brett Rippon beating out Russell Wilson. So, Marlon Mack, as a backup, no one would mind him as a backup, to Javonte next year. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing back Marlon Mack. Darius Phillips, he's making $1 million. Let him go. He's a practice squad guy. It's $1 million. Draymond Jones, no. I don't want him back as a fucking. They're gonna overpay him if they're bringing him back. So I would let him walk. Let him go. He's overrated. He only gets sacks against the fucking Lions. He doesn't create pressure as a fucking right end, defensive end. He's not good, man, Draymond Jones. He's not good. Let him go. He stinks. Alex Singleton, he's not a good linebacker. He did pretty good. I like him as a special teams guy. But playing linebacker, his actual position, he gives up a lot of yards, and that's why he has a lot of tackles. So I don't know. Just as a special teams guy and maybe a backup, I would keep him, but I don't want him starting as an inside linebacker anymore. Our inside linebackers, they make me want to barf. Latavius Murray, again, between him and Marlon Mack to come back as a backup running back. So, yeah. Deshaun Williams had a solid game against the Cardinals, and overall, he's alright. I don't know. He's depth, he's not ass. Eric Saubert, I would bring him back. He's not a bad backup tight end. Andrew Beck. Andrew Beck is meh. Again, I would like to get a real fullback who can block, actual guy who's Andrew Beck's a tight end, so again, they'd probably bring him back, but who cares? Andrew Beck's alright. If they bring him back, it's again, a who cares move. It's fine. Cameron Fleming, no, goodbye. He's gone. He sucks. Goodbye. Fuck you, Cameron Fleming. He single-handedly caused that fumble against Russell Wilson. I know you held on to the ball a little too long, but he stunk, Cameron Fleming. He's a terrible offensive tackle, man. He needs to go. Eric Thompson needs to go. Enough said. Dalton Reisner needs to go. He has like a UCL injury now. He fought with he punched um Brett Rippon. He needs to go. He's aged. He's washed. Dalton Reisner's rookie year was good. His second year was all right, and then the other years has been trash. Last 2 years has been bad. He's 27, almost 28 years old. He hasn't improved. If they re-sign him, I'm gonna be he's pretty mid. He had a lot of potential. Dalton Reisner. He had a lot of potential. He's a Colorado guy, Wiggins, Colorado guy. I wish him the best wherever he goes, but I think he's past I think if the Broncos kept their core a couple guys like Rich Gangarello and Munchak worked really well together, helping Reisner out, and ever since Scangarello left and fucking Shermer came in, the schemes were different, and he just couldn't get back to form. And then Munchak left, and he just regressed. Man, Reisner's not. He's not a good player anymore. Mike Boone, yeah, everyone thought Mike Boone was gonna be a solid option. To help out the run pass game. You dump it to him. Help out. He wasn't good. Melvin Gordon was better than him. I said it because Mike Boone didn't do shit. He sucked. He dropped passes, and he was bad, man. Kareem Jackson, he's just old. They need to get rid of him. Enough said. The Kareem Jackson stinks. He goes full send all the time with his tackles and tries to concuss himself. And he's not a good player anymore. He's run his course. I like Kareem Jackson, but he needs to go. Tom Compton, I didn't even know he was making that much. He needs to go. Billy Turner, he needs to go. And Calvin Anderson, bring him back, but cheaper, I guess. I don't know. We need someone. So I'm keeping Bobenmeyer, Waitman, Jackson, Marlon Mack, or Latavius Murray. Singleton is an Saubert, and Anderson is an So yeah, that's how much confidence I have. Let me check the Broncos roster and who we should cut. Let's go Broncos roster, and I want us to cut a lot of guys, but I have to check Broncos roster. Wow. Positions. Let's go by positions. Luke Wattenberg is a rookie. Who cares? And Sim Best, he's a free agent, so let him go. Mathis, no. Sertan, no. K1 Williams, he's not going to get cut. Henderson's not going to get cut. Garcia hasn't even done anything. Jonathan Harris, I would keep him. You need some guys from the previous team. And Jonathan Harris hasn't done bad. Yeah, he's just been not noticeable, and they haven't really given him the time. Mike Purcell needs to go. He's washed. He's not a good run stopper anymore. He gets bullied. Remember against Trevor Lawrence, he was trying to go for the fumble, and Trevor Lawrence just fucked him up. No. Everyone else, no. Glasnow needs to get cut. Graham Glasnow needs to get cut. He's worthless. He may get a heart attack on the field. I wish him the best as a person, but he needs to retire as an NFL player. He had a bunch of health problems a couple years ago, I think. So I wish him the best, but the Broncos need to cut him. McManus, they could cut him. If they want to go after a younger kicker, he's a possibility. I know he's a legend. He's a Broncos legend, one of the best kickers in Broncos history. But he missed a lot of gimmies, and I like Brandon McManus, but if they cut him, I wouldn't mind. But I like Brandon McManus. I'm always gonna like him. Billy Turner's a free agent, so he's gone. Cooper, Waitman. Brett Rippon. Cut Russell Wilson. Yeah, that's going to be really easy. Chase Edmonds, I would cut him. He hasn't done shit. So, and you got him for one more year. So, let him go. I would trade Justin Simmons because he has some value. Because teams are going to look at 6 interceptions as like, oh, wow. But we all see him. Justin Simmons, he has some value. You can get like 3rd-round pick. Why not? Why not? Give the damn keys to fucking Caden Stearns, damn it. Quinn Bailey, if he's on the team, I don't know. You need some guys. Albert Okwuegbunam, they're probably going to cut him. There's no space for him. Greg Dulcich, they're probably going to give him more time to be a starter next year. Albert O, I know he caught that touchdown, but he has drop issues and, they're not cutting Judy. Cortland Sutton, I wish they could trade him. He's regressed a lot, from 2019 to now. I know the injuries and shit, but it's been 2 years since he tore his ACL. I don't know. They're probably going to give him one more year. And they're probably going to give him one more year before they trade him. And then the value's going to fucking diminish unless he has a really good year. Montel Washington. I like Montel Washington, but, he didn't have a good year this year. Hopefully he improves next year, but I thought he was going to be better. Christopher Allen, Garrett Bowles, I wish, he's a holding machine. And he got injured this year, out for the year. But he's better than whoever we have at left tackle right now, so I wish he would come back. But again, the penalties fucked me up. Tom Compton's gone. Crockett was injured. Oh, fucking cut Cushenberry. He stinks. We need a center so bad. Cushenberry needs to go. Lloyd Cushenberry needs to fucking go. He needs to be treading water. He needs to go. Send him to fucking Cincinnati. LSU boy, Joe Burrow. He needs to go. Lloyd Cushenberry gets bodied every day. He's one of the worst centers in the league. I can't believe I liked him. It's because he was on that good LSU team. Fucking terrible center. Can't block for shit. Darby, I guess I would keep him. You got him for one more year, and you need some veteran leadership. So, Gregory, we're stuck with him. Fuck, injuries and all that shit. We all wanted Chandler Jones, and he's not looking good either. Hassan Reddick, I wish we got him, but he's looking like a beast, Hassan Reddick. I wish we got Hassan Reddick instead of fucking Randy Gregory. Injuries, drama. We got him for at least, 3 more years or 4 more years? Fucking piece of shit. KJ Hamler, again, that's a whatever, KJ Hamler, so, it seems like they're going to cut him. I don't know. Jake Martin, I don't know. Tim Patrick, yeah, they're not going to cut him. He tore his ACL. He's going to come back. I think he's going to be our best. Him and Judy are probably going to be our best receivers next year. And fucking Cortland Sutton's going to look like shit. Again, getting, no touchdowns. Caden Stearns is we got him and Javonte Williams back-to-back built statues of them. I'm kidding. But they're good players. What's the practice squad? Yeah, cut Tylee Cleveland, man. This is the practice squad. Fan Hicks, who cares? McAllister. That's it. So that's all the guys on the roster that I want to cut or not. So yeah, this is my keep 'em or dump 'em. You see that the Broncos roster really sucks, and they need to get rid of a ton of guys, especially on the offensive line. It's atrocious. And, obviously, I said Russell Wilson, but we're stuck with him for at least one more year. I bought his jersey, but it's $60, so I can live with a $60 cap hit instead of a $100 and something million cap hit the Broncos are hitting. Yeah, so the Broncos have a lot of work to do this offseason. They need to find a head coach. They need to fucking like draft players that fit the coach's system. And they need to seriously invest in the offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, and build a team around Russell Wilson or whoever the fuck's their next quarterback. Because they they signed Russell Wilson. I mean, they traded for Russell Wilson and signed him to that giant contract without building a really good team. And people overrated our receiving core. I said this receiving core didn't prove anything at the beginning of the year. Even if I picked us to make the playoffs because I thought, oh, we got Russell Wilson, maybe we can do something. But no, I never said Super Bowl. I never said all that. I said we would be a one and done team, but no, we were worse. We were a bottom feeder. We're the worst team in the league. Everyone knew the Texans were gonna suck, but everyone else was saying, "Oh, the Broncos are making the playoffs. Broncos are Super Bowl contender." And look what happened. We fucking stunk. Russell Wilson stunk. Our head coach was a fucking Doctor Robotnik looking ass fuck, and it bit us in the ass. And all the overhype and shit, all the drama, bit us in the ass. Hopefully that shit blows over in the off season, and we can build a team that's like fucking watchable, and hopefully we don't have those fucking issues on offense next year for new head coach. Because what I saw with Jerry Rosburg, Justin Allen was pretty solid. Against the Chiefs. I know it's one game, it's late in the year, but they scored 24 points, and the special teams created a turnover, so that was some positives. But whoever we have as our head coach next year, the Bronco fans are probably gonna blame him instead of the fucking ownership. I mean, not the ownership, the front office that built this team for the last fucking few years. Um, so yeah, the Broncos really need to invest in offensive line. I think the entire draft could be offensive linemen, and offensive linemen, and get rid of Mike Purcell, Glasnow. All those guys I suggested to cut. Please cut them, because you know we need to get as much cap as possible because of the fucking stupid Russell Wilson contract. And the Seattle Seahawks fleeced us. They're gonna get the second overall pick or the first overall pick. I mean the third overall pick, right? Or a second overall pick. They're gonna get a top pick. So that's all I gotta say. Peace. This is my keep 'em or dump 'em. And yeah, go Broncos. Hopefully we do something in the off season. And yeah, that's it. Peace.